Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. We are now on the 10th of February, the transfer window has closed. Fresh off the back of our Italian Super Cup win against Fiorentina, we obviously still had a few days left of the transfer window. We sold a goalkeeper, pretty much about it. We've played 3 further matches as well. We've won, we've drawn and we've lost. So yes, the goalkeeper that has left the club then is Simone Scuffet, now signing for Torino, and then immediately after we sold him, we had to play Torino. So yeah, he has gone, not for a huge amount of money, £2.9 million, potentially going up to 3.5, but he wasn't playing for us. Probably should have kept him with Livakovic's injury, but that's why I brought in Alban Lafont. We've also sold a 17-year-old to Brescia for some money, not a lot, £79,000, potentially rising to 325. There you go. And yes, no further transfer business in, so our window basically consisted of signing a bunch of players on free transfers and then getting impatient and buying them in January rather than waiting for their contracts to expire. De Vrij, Keane, Kroos and Lafont are kind of the big 4 names there. I guess you could probably consider Oscar Tello a big name, but he can't play for us, so, you know, he's a small name now, isn't he? So the 3 matches that we have played, we started off with a 2-2 draw against Lazio. Vallejo and Foyth with the goals here. We were good-ish. Defensively, we were good. Also, Toni Kroos was good. Going forward, story of our season, we weren't that great. Against Torino, 2-0. Here, it was Bellingham and Foyth. Once again, Toni Kroos getting an 8.6 in this one. I think he got both the assists. And then against Inter Milan, we lose 3-2, thanks to Roberto Firmino scoring a hat-trick and a 93rd minute winner. But the big story here is Giuseppe Marini scoring twice. Giuseppe Marini is this lad. I got annoyed because we weren't scoring any goals. So I decided to play Marini, who I don't know whether I signed him. I must have signed him. £205,000 a couple of years ago. He's been playing for the under-23s or B team or whatever team we have after the first team and scoring goals for fun. So I thought, you know what? Let's give him a chance. And he scores 2. And one of them was a screamer. When this goal went in, I literally jumped out of my chair. It was an absolute rocket. Puts us 1-0 up against Inter Milan. Annoyingly, we did go on to lose the game. So today then we're going to be up against Salernitana and PSG in the first knockout round, first leg of the Champions League. We are currently 6th place in the table. We are close to a Champions League spot. It's kind of all bunched up at the top of the table apart from Inter and Roma. So there's still a chance. There is definitely still a chance. Salernitana are our first opponents. Said that like I was from Bristol then. They're our first opponents down in 18th place, so hopefully that should be a nice easy victory. So we've played them 3 times in all competitions and beaten them 3 times in all competitions. So yeah, if we lose this one, I'm a bad manager. Although I've realised this after 5 seasons at Sampdoria, I am a bad manager. I've literally just won Serie A. How can I say that? Good news, everybody. We have our number 1 goalkeeper back in the sticks. It is going to be Livakovic in goal, Tripadelli, Vallejo, De Vrij and Foyth as our back 4 with Toni Kroos, Guillaume and Bazua in the middle of the pitch. Tahith Chong, I was going to say Gonzalo Kolev. It's Georgi Kolev, isn't it? Who's Gonzalo Kolev? Kolev on the left, there you go. And Giuseppe Marini will be maintaining his place in the starting 11 after scoring 2 cracking goals against Inter Milan. Salernitana are playing 3 at the back. They also have 2 former Sampdoria players in their defence. Of those 3, Vipes and Kate Garosha are both former Sampdoria boys. So I expect us to either beat them 7-0 or both of them score 2 each. We have kind of been slowly climbing the table, but the problem is we're not picking up points against the teams that we should be picking up points against. The teams that are above us, the Inter Milans, the Romas, the AC Milans, the Juves, teams like that, we're not beating them, we're not even getting close to beating them. So we need to make sure the Salernitanas of this world, those are the teams that we're winning. 22 minutes, and Salernitana have themselves a chance. A head clear from Vallejo, takes a few deflections. Roberts Vipes loses out. Marini now with the ball. Can he counter-attack? Guillaume onto that left-hand side. He doesn't go to the left-hand side at all. Bazua, though, has it now for us. Tripadelli all the way back to Toni Kroos, pulling the strings just behind the 2 central midfielders. Chong on the right. Lovely chest it down. He's got Marini in the middle. Crosses in. Kolev's at the back post instead. Bazua gets it from Klups's headed clearance. Back to Tripadelli. Toni Kroos a long way away from the goal. Guillaume to Chong. Marini, he's gone for a little placed effort and the youngsters slots his effort just past the post. Toni Kroos is 100% doing the Luka Modric job. Since he has come in, he's getting an average rating of at least a 7. Every match at least a 7. He's doing exactly what I wanted him to do. Unfortunately, Sampdoria as a side are doing nothing. We're not scoring goals, we're not even having shots. There was one highlight in that entire first half. Wasn't the best first half from us. Do we try and change anything up? I mean, let's give him a shout. You haven't had a shout in a while, probably since the last match. I've not done any changes at half time, although Marini and Chong never plays well. Chong will get sold in the summer. I know we're not going to be here, but Chong will get sold in the summer. We are nearly an hour in and still just the one highlight. We're going to bring on Resenda, I think. Chong is also going to come off for Marius Wolf. We're going to change you to be a winger on support because that's what you're good at. Finally, we've got ourselves a highlight straight after the substitutions. Cross comes in. Wolf doesn't win the header. Instead, I think he's won a penalty. Here he goes. Runs over to that screen for about 7 minutes. And now we get an answer, hopefully. Is it a penalty? It is a penalty. If it wasn't, what would have happened? Because we couldn't have done play on. Tony Kroos then is stepping up. 61 minutes on the clock. Hopefully the German wonder kid? World-class striker is what he is. Can put us in front. He can put us in front. He's also a midfielder. I've balled all of that up. His second goal of the season. Both of them from the penalty spot. We're 1-0 up, finally. That goal as well moves us up to 5th place in the table because AC Milan, I believe, might be losing. I'm not sure who they're losing against. Tripadelli back to Vallejo. We're 10 minutes after the penalty. Kroos to Kolev on that left-hand side. He's got 2 options in the middle. Back to Tripadelli instead. Terrible cross from the Italian left-back. And now Salernitana can possibly come forward. Instead, they go back to Kate Grusher. We don't win the header. And Colido is in on goal. And oh my word, Livakovic has had to do nothing all game. And then balls that up. De Vrij's free kick to Kolev. Headed back. Kroos and Bazua passing. Finds Tripadelli on the left. Plenty in the box. Crosses in. It's Marius Wolf. And the German's headed effort goes over the bar. Wolf hasn't done anything this season. I know he comes off the bench most games, but he's done literally nothing. We've got 6 minutes left to play. Let's do ourselves a substitution. I don't even know what to do here. We're going to do Guillon off. We're going to bring on Ibrahim Magdi, the Egyptian midfielder, because he's really good at football and he doesn't get enough games, okay? Wolf plays the ball across. Bazua to Magdi. Up onto that left-hand side, finds Kolev. Tripadelli's making a run. Kolev's going to go it alone, though. Plays it to Resenda, and João Resenda has finally scored his first goal in about 6 months. His 6th of the season. We're 2-0 up against Salernitana. This is pretty much 3 points guaranteed now. I'd like to point out Roma are playing Juve at the moment, and that is just a proper ding-dong battle. I think it's 4-3 to Roma now. Juve were 3-1 up. We've got a minute left to play of injury time. It's going to be... great tackle from Wolf. Doesn't still manage to get the ball, though. Jallo to Tavara. Crosses it to Roberts. Vipes at the back post. He's hit the post, and he was offside anyway. Cool. We're seeing the free kick. I'm not sure why we're seeing the free kick, and that was a very weird free kick as well. Tripadelli, he's got Kolev in front. He's just been tackled. What are you doing? Vipes is still up there. Is Vipes playing as a striker now? What are they doing? They are actually playing a central defender as a striker. Here is Vipes once again. He was offside again because he's not a striker and doesn't understand how the offside rule works. From an attacking position, obviously. From a defensive one, you hope he does. Vallejo lumps it upfield. We are 10-15 seconds over the 94 that we were allowed. Just blow the whistle, ref. There we go. Full-time whistle goes. 2-0 victory against Salernitana. Wasn't really the best performance, although match ratings-wise, decent numbers. Tony Kroos getting an 8.4. He's definitely doing the job I wanted him to do. Gonna give you that was a bit of a let-off, because we weren't that good. I mean, you were fine. Tony Kroos was good, but everyone else wasn't. So that victory then puts us on to 42 points. Joint on points with Genoa in 4th place. So we're only behind them because they have they beaten us? I don't know whether they've beaten us. Yes, they beat us 2-1. I'm assuming we haven't played them for the second time. So as long as we beat them next time we play them, then we'll be on level terms and goal difference will count. I don't quite know. We have Cagliari up next, and then we have PSG. What I'm going to do is play the Cagliari game on camera and then just kind of do highlights of the first leg of the PSG match, because if I'm perfectly honest, I don't think we're going to do very well. So I don't want to spend 15 minutes of this episode just getting battered by PSG. Straight in then to match number 2 of the episode. 3rd place Cagliari, a team who I don't know whether they've been brought out or anything like that, or they've just got sort of hidden money, but they've done really, really well every single year in this game. Pretty sure they still have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as well as their striker, so they're good. They're really good. I'm not quite sure why. We've played 9 times, 4 wins apiece, 1 draw as well. They're in excellent form, having drawn with Roma, beaten Perugia, Udinese, drawn with AC Milan, although it says that's a win, so that must have been a cup game, and then a 1-0 victory as well against Fiorentina. They have just played Roma in the Italian Cup on like Wednesday, so we've had a lot more rest than they have. Probably won't make a difference, but just so you're aware, we've had a lot more rest. The starting lineup then for the Cagliari game is very, very similar to the last one. One change actually. Livakovic in goal, Tripadelli, Vallejo, De Vrij and Foyth as our back four. Kroos, Guillon and Bazua in the middle. Chong and Kolev on the wings. And Irabaran returns to the starting 11 because he was out injured for the last match. That's why he wasn't in the squad at all. And looking at the Cagliari side, they have some very good footballers. They do still have Aubameyang. They've signed, is it Xavi Simons? Or they've got him on loan. But again, he's very, very good. Their striker is Giovanni Simeone, who is very, very good, although he might be there in real life, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, they've got a very good side. Coop Miners as well, he's very good, on loan from Barcelona. What are they? Have they got like connections somewhere that I don't know about? Let's go then, Cagliari, our opponents. This is a very big game. A victory here will chuck us right into the fight for a Champions League spot. If we lose, we're probably going to fall off the pace, because Cagliari could go up to, 50 points? Whereas we would be stuck on 43 and they'd be in third place on 50 points. So we need to really win this one. Parma beating Genoa as well. Also a very helpful scoreline if it stays this way. I'd love a bit of football to happen. Just any highlight would be nice. We're 32 minutes in. We'll give them a get creative. We're having chances. No ball. No possession at all. 37%. But yeah, finally, we've got something. 5 minutes left to play the first half. Vallejo to De Vrij. He's going to play it forward. Finds Tony Kroos. Back to Tripadelli. Kroos wants it again, please. I want Kroos to be the one, just constantly just getting the ball and being the transition player. That's what I want him to do. De Vrij back to Livakovic. This is a worrying highlight, because we're not even getting out of our penalty area. They are proper gegenpressing us at the moment. Tony Kroos lumps it towards the right-hand side. Juan Foyth comes forward, doesn't go to Chong, instead goes back to De Vrij. What's the Dutchman going to do? He's going to go all the way back to the keeper, isn't he? Kroos in the middle of the pitch to Bazua. On the right is Tahith Chong, cuts inside. He's going to go for goal, isn't he? Go on, Chong. Goes for goal. Cragno makes a fairly comfortable save from the former Manchester United man. Tripadelli with a free kick, still not quite at half-time. Lovely ball. Irabaran, one-on-one with the keeper, has to score. Gonzalo Irabaran does score, gets his 9th goal of the season. That was effectively Route 1 football, but from a left-back, not a goalkeeper, wasn't it? We're 1-0 up against Cagliari, and we're going to probably stay 1-0 at half-time. I'm not sure if we're playing well or not. Yes, we've had 7 shots, but we've had no possession. Yes, we are winning, but all of our players are on like 6.4s. So, I don't really know what we're doing or what I can change. Or whether I should change anything. We're going to give them an assertive, I'm far from pleased, because I'm not happy. Obviously, Chong is not doing particularly well, because he never does. Guillon's going to come off, because I've got plenty of central midfield options on the bench. We've got Gulixson, we've got Bellingham, we've got Magdi. We've also got Gomez, who, to be fair, probably should play a bit more. Do we do that? Is that a good idea? Can he play as a Carrilero? He's way down the list, but he can be a Carrilero. We're going to give Claudio Gomez a chance. Probably his third appearance, maybe, in a Sampdoria shirt. Chong's made lots of mistakes as well. That's great to know. Well, you can come off. Also, we're going to stick on Marius Wolf on the right-hand side. I do want to bring on Moise Keane. I'm not sure whether he should be a striker or a left winger. I'm thinking left winger. Tony Kroos with a free kick just before the hour mark. Georgi Kolev is there. And so was Foyth, actually, but heads his effort over the bar. We're going to see the goal kick as well. Cragno to Romagna, maybe. I don't know how to say Italian names. He's probably not even Italian. Cagliari with the ball. Kolev intercepts, though. Lumps it towards Marius Wolf in the penalty area. And the German once again fluffs his lines. It's a good save from the keeper, but he really should have scored that. Kroos is going to be the one to take the corner, because he is our set-piece wizard now. Towards the back post, towards Foyth. And once again, we've almost got the ball in the back of the net, but can't quite manage it. Throw this time for Tripadelli. Lots and lots of highlights, all coming in a very short space of time. Cagliari clear the ball. De Vrij intercepts it deep in the Cagliari half. Marius Wolf into the penalty area. He's going to go for goal alone. Of course he does, because he doesn't know how to pass, because nobody knows how to pass in those situations. That wasn't even the whole highlight. It's carried on. No. Do not do this. You can't be scoring Route 1 football. Good save from Livakovic. And Foyth blasts the ball off the pitch. Almost at the time where I want to do my final substitution. Foyth to Wolf. I say final. I think I've got two, haven't I? No, I've got one. Foyth crosses the ball in. Dimi Kolev is there. It's not Dimi. It's Georgie. Georgie Kolev's headed effort is over the bar. Yeah, we got one more sub to do. It's going to be Rashedley Bazua because he's having a bit of a shocker as well. We're going to do Bellingham as the box-to-box because he is actually quite good at football and still only 7.5 years old. Highlight starts just after we do our substitutions. Coop Miners with it for Cagliari. Plays it back to the central defenders. Aubameyang on the left-hand side. Lots and lots of space because Foyth just left him. Vallejo heads clear. Not far enough. The shot comes in, hits the first man. Kiana Hoover, the former Liverpool man, collects it. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. And you'd think the person running behind Irabaran would have just not done the follow-up run. Why are we both chasing it down? Two strikers do not need to chase down one goalkeeper. He's a goalie. He's fine. Simmons on the right-hand side finds Kiana Hoover. Trepadelli steals the ball away, but he just smashes it up the field. We're not doing particularly well here. We're getting the ball. We're preventing chances, but we're just preventing them by just smacking it. It's gone in. That's going to be an own goal. Is it? Marola scored. He was offside. Davide Marola was offside. We got very lucky there. Right, I'm going to change this to cautious. Halfway through a highlight. Simmons crosses it in. Vallejo gets the ball clear. Bellingham collects. Now Jude Bellingham, the Englishman's going to run towards the left-hand side. He's got loads and loads of space to run into. Goes for goal himself. Cragno makes a save. We win ourselves a corner. So Tony Cruz is going to come up and the 34-year-old is going to hopefully stick this on Juan Foyth's head at the back post. Or we won't see anything. Cool. Starting to think I probably shouldn't have played Claudio Gomez. Because he's on a 6.4. He's clearly not doing anything. Didn't matter that he didn't do anything. We've won 1-0. 2 victories on the spin then. Irabaran with the only goal of the game. We were not great. Defensively, that's where we won this match. We won this match with a 7.9 from De Vrij. I mean, we got lucky. To be fair, Cragno get on 8.1, so maybe we should have scored 3 or 4. You're going to get another assertive. I'm far from pleased because I'm not happy. Defensively, though, I feel like this is a bad thing. I'm very happy with you. Yep, shouldn't have done it. Click that button. Cool, walk away. Pretend nothing happened. Well then, that victory does move us up into 4th place in the table, just 2 points behind Cagliari now, 5 points behind Roma, 10 points behind table toppers Inter Milan. I don't think we're going to be retaining our title, but the fact that we've kind of got ourselves back in there is actually pretty good. I'm going to go forward now, play PSG. What I'll do is I'll show you the starting 11. We'll do any goals and whatnot that take place, because you know how it happens. We're 5 seasons in now. PSG time then. Our starting lineup is the same as the last match, but one change. I always seem to do this, just one change. Chong is dropped. Marius Wolf comes in on that right-hand side, but yeah, everyone else is exactly the same. I'll see ya if a highlight happens, or at half-time, I guess. We are 1-0 up. Alessandro Tripadelli with the goal just before half-time, 42.5 minutes on the clock. I was just sat there patiently watching this highlight play out, seeing what was going to happen. Tony Cruz's ball across to the left. Tripadelli into Kolev. Kolev, I think, has a shot, takes a deflection. Tripadelli then just puts his boot behind it, blasts it into the back of the net. We're 1-0 up against PSG. That was a good half of football. Not only are we 1-0 up against PSG, Mbappe picks up an injury in the first half and has been substituted. We have been dominating in terms of match stats as well. 8 shots, 5 on target. They've only had 2 and 1 on target. I was not expecting this match to go this way. There is still 45 more minutes to play though. This is probably one of our best performances as a team that I have ever seen. We are 2-0 up now against PSG. We should have had about 7 or 8 shots in this little build-up play. Nobody pulled the trigger. Bellingham then crosses the ball in. Kolev's at the back post. It's not the best of headers from the young Bulgarian, but puts it in anyway. It's 2-0. I should have shut up shop. Literally seconds later, Orsolini pulls one back for PSG. More importantly, that's an away goal. Scratch that, we're back in front again by 2. It's 3-1. Jude Bellingham, the half-time substitute for Marius Wolf, has just scored his 5th goal of the season, steals the ball away, or say he does. Guillon steals the ball away. Bellingham just runs, splits the defence in half, just smashes it past the goalkeeper. It's 3-1 against PSG. I am not going to lie to you, that was our most complete performance I have ever seen. 3-1 against PSG, conceding the goals a bit of a kick in the teeth. But look at that, 22 shots, 13 on target. Their goalkeeper gets a 7.4 rating, which shows how well he actually played. Foyth, I think getting a 6.8 is massively under what he deserves. He marked Neymar out of the game, apart from when he got an assist. That's it. Foyth was superb. Our entire back four was superb. Bellingham coming on at half-time, stroke of genius for me with a goal and assist. Kolev with a goal and an assist as well. We deserved that. We now have to play them again away from home and just not concede 2. That sounds easy. Well, that's going to do it then for this episode. A very successful episode. 3 matches, technically, 3 victories, and only 1 goal conceded. Next up, Bologna, Cittadella, Napoli and PSG. What are we going to do for the next episode? I think we're going to start with PSG, you know? We're going to do PSG, and we're going to do either Genoa or Roma. That's what we're going to go for. Might be Genoa, because that's technically a derby match. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. We are getting close to the end of the save with Sampdoria, so if you are enjoying, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more of this and whatever I do after Sampdoria, bear in mind we've still got 3 episodes or so left of Sampdoria, do hit that subscribe button as well, and I will see you in the next episode.